Second Nature for Children is in the building, family. We got a lot to get done tonight. Don't have a lot of time, but we're going to get it done. Coach, how everything going with you?
Great, 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 man. How about yourself?
I'm doing absolutely great, Coach. We got a lot to cover tonight. And you know what, Coach? I'm very excited tonight because tomorrow, well, we'll start tonight at 12 o'clock. And we've been talking about our challenge that we're taking for this week coming up right here, our August challenge, where for 7 days, something you either been struggling with or something that you've been wanting to start that you haven't got started. I don't care if it's losing weight, exercising, or something that you wanted to embark off in. This is the time to do it. I promise you, family, that within this 7 days, if you can kick it off to set a spark to it, this 7 days can be the best in the first 7 days of your life where you can experience something great and move it forward. So I'm excited about that. This right here is going to take somebody's life, coach, to another level. Wherever challenge it is, you can send it to me, hit the comments, snfchildren@gmail.com if you want to share what your challenge is, or if not, if you want to do it in silence, do it in silence. But I'm excited because here go facts. I love facts, coach. It's something that you've been struggling with. It's something that you've been dealing with. It's something that you've been wanting to get done that you haven't quite grabbed a hold to it yet. But this is the first 7 days for you to get started, for you to take this challenge wherever it is. Let's go. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. And so, family, as you come in, our Facebook family, make sure you go over to YouTube and subscribe. I need everyone to subscribe. Share this information with someone. Hit that thumbs up because you know you need this information, or someone, or 2 or 3 or 4 people you know need this information. Now, I've been getting people that say I haven't been getting your notifications. And so what you have to do, you have to definitely go to Second Nature for Children, go to our profile, make sure you go where it says subscribe, hit that bell. And then once you hit that bell, it'll give you options. And once you see notification, hit all. That means every time we come out and put feed out, every time Second Nature comes out, you'll get the notification of it. So make sure you get that so you'll know when we're on. Coach, I had a great show that I did Thursday. I don't know if you went out and checked it out. The #1 reason blacks are not doing well. I did that Thursday. So make sure, yeah, I did that Thursday. So make sure that you go and take a look at that right there. The #1 reason, I put out the #1 reason Thursday morning that blacks are not doing well, coach. So tonight we're going to talk about, yeah, make sure you check that out. So you probably didn't get the notification. I got a lot of people telling me I didn't get the notification. So that's how you get the notification, because I was told just because you subscribe, you may not get the notification all the time. And the way to get it all the time is to go to Second Nature for Children on YouTube, hit the subscription, and when you see the bell, hit the bell, and then it'll give you options of notification. Then you just hit all. That means every time we put feed out, you'll get all the notifications. So I need everybody to do that because I don't need no one to be lost. Make sure, like I said, once again, the August challenge is on. This first 7 days coming up from Monday, well, from tonight to next Sunday, take that challenge, family. I promise you, it'll change someone's life. And it'll change everyone's life who take that challenge and willing to sacrifice or do whatever they need to do to make it through this challenge. Let's do that, family. And make sure, like I say, you subscribe as you come in, hit that thumbs up, and share this information. So we're going to get right to it, coach. Let me share this right here and make sure that this comes up. Because what we want to talk about, this is a serious conversation tonight. This is serious. And we want to share. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. You hear me, coach?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, I don't see me on this one. I'm not gonna worry about you as long as you hear me, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, because I don't see me. Hopefully the people can see me. Tonight we want to talk about, do blacks love themselves? Hmm. Hmm. Let's look at love. Number one, a noun. An intense feelings of deep affection. Do you see that, coach?
Yeah, I got it.
Intense, very much, very great, very strong, extreme. I'm just dealing with the definition of intense. And I wanna bring this from dealing with the three areas that I teach in, dealing with the mind, the body, and the soul. And I just want to ask my people, do we love ourselves? Do we care about ourselves very much, very great, or very strong? Or do we have a strong, extreme feeling about ourselves? Having or showing a strong feeling. What about affection? Do we show affection? Do we have a warm liking for ourselves? I'm not talking about nobody. I'm talking about, do we love ourselves? Because what I'm seeing, coach, is that when it comes to the body, we don't love ourselves. And I break that down. We don't love ourselves, coach. I don't see where we're showing an intense feeling of deep affection when it comes to us taking care of ourselves physically, mentally, or spiritually. I don't see it. I don't see it. A great interest and pleasure in something, a great interest, showing concern. I don't see, coach, from this word love and just from Googling the word up, I don't see where, as a people, that we are showing great concern about our physical being, great concern about our mental health, a great concern about our spiritual health. I don't see it, coach. So I'm just wondering, do we love ourselves? Now, I promise you, if you ask one of us, do you love yourself? We'll be quick to say, yeah,
Yeah,
I love myself.
yeah,
Of
yeah,
course,
yeah,
I love myself.
yeah.
But, coach, from the definition of the word and from I'm seeing how we're living, I got to say, coach, maybe it's unconscious. I got to say this, though, that we don't love ourselves. We're not showing ourselves love. The verb, feel deep affection for. How are you feeling a deep affection for yourself when you're not taking care of yourself? Affection is a warm liking, tender attachment. I think we're disconnected from ourselves. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I
I don't,
got you. I got
I
you.
don't, I don't see dealing in these three areas, the mind, the body, the soul, where we are showing a deep affection for ourselves. So I'm about to come to the conclusion, or I really have already come to it, that as a people, coach, we don't love ourselves. Number two, like or enjoy very much. Maybe it could be unconscious, but I don't see us liking ourselves very much. I don't see us enjoying ourselves very much. I see us enjoying ourselves for as entertainment,
Yeah,
smoking and drinking and having a good time, but I'm talking about taking care of ourselves. And then one more thing, and I'm gonna let you go in, coach. I don't think we care about ourselves as well. I don't think we love ourselves, dealing with our bodies, our mind, and our soul. from the definition and from my experience of dealing with us, I don't see where we love ourselves. And I think we have a lot of problems with us. And I think that if we begin to love ourselves, we can begin to solve a lot of the problems that we're dealing with. Now, to care for yourself, listen to this right here. To care for yourself is a troubled state of mind because of fear of what may happen. In other words, if you cared for yourself, you will be conscious to take care of yourself physically because of a fear of what may happen if you don't take care of yourself. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. We're not paying a serious attention to ourselves. And I have to come with that conclusion from looking up the word, from my experience with us, from dealing in the areas that I expertise in, the mind, the body, the soul, combining the three together for optimal success. I will have to answer, Coach, that as a people, I will have to answer, we don't love ourselves. And I think we need to take a serious look at that, Coach. I let you go in, Coach. I yield the floor. I'll move this out the way.
I gotta agree with you that I believe actions speak louder than words. And the actions we display tells me the same thing. But I think we can, if we focus on, just follow me with this. I don't think people really look at the magnificence of the body. You know, the body we have, the body we were given. You know, I'm talking about how it works. You know what I mean? The different organs, how it works with cohesiveness. You know what I mean? From the, you know, the different cells, the brain, the heart, everything. You know what I mean? We're given this for however long period of time. You know, and if you really see the magnificence of it, how you can love that. Now, I ain't saying you gotta be perfect, might not be perfect, you know what I mean? Everybody do the little nip and tuck, but I'm just saying that the basis of the body, man. You were given this body, this responsibility. How you can love that, you know? I think it starts from there. If you really appreciate this body, you cherish it, you have no choice but to love it. Now, you can say experiences, we talking about experiences, environment, you know, all of that stuff can play a part with you focusing on other things, you know, as opposed to your body. But nothing you can really substitute for this body. This is supposed to take you for the duration of time. You can nip, tuck, switch, whatever, but they're supposed to take you to the duration of time. So how you know, not gonna cherish this, take care of it. I saw a piece where the guy said, you take care of your body and your body can take care of you. You know what I mean? If you take care of it now, it'll take care of you later on, you know? So like I said, from what I see, yeah, I mean, I gotta agree. And then it transcends into how we treat each other. You know,
okay.
Because if you love yourself like you ought to love yourself, you want to bring harm to anybody looking like you, even if they don't look like you. You know what I mean? Unless it's a, you know, situation where, hey, it's you or me type thing. But you know that transcends into that. That lack of love transcends into that conflict or lack of conflict resolution with each other, and then we know what that leads to. You know, so I think it starts from there, definitely. It can change a lot of things if that changes, but it's hard to tell someone or convince them from their actions. You know me, if they've been like this forever long, they see people around them doing the same thing, that man, you don't love yourself for real. You know. So yeah, I gotta agree with you. I gotta agree with you.
Well, I want to piggyback. Definitely, there's a scripture in the Bible where it was these Pharisees and Sadducees, and they was challenging Jesus. I love the Bible because some great stories. You understand? I mean, some great stories in there, and I know how to take those stories, like I say, from the Bible, and I can correlate them into my everyday life. So good read, but I'm gonna piggyback on what you just said, further as I truly believe that one of the reasons we treat each other a certain way because there's a text, a scripture in the Bible that says, love thy neighbor as you would love thyself.
Yeah.
I just want to stay right there for a second.
Yeah,
love thy neighbor as you would love thyself. And I think it's serious, Coach, that a lot of us, from definition, from observing us as a people, looking at us, we don't love ourselves. So I can see why we treat our neighbors so bad.
Like that. I got you.
So when we're just dealing with the body, let's just deal with the body 1 second, as you was dealing with the body. Unconscious. I'm gonna say unconsciously because I hope that someone is not conscious to it and just downright self-destructive. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I would say, I hope that I can say, well, maybe they just not thinking, maybe from the past of formality and custom, they just coming up and not thinking. But this is what I would like to know. Your body, just like you say, the functioning of the body, it's all you have. You have nothing else.
Yeah.
We smoking, we drinking, we entertaining, we partying, we're having a good time with that body. We are abusing that body, but we are expecting for that body to last a long time. But here goes some facts, Coach. The more you dog that body out, the more you do not take care of that body, facts, all you're doing is shortening your lifespan.
Yep.
And it seems to me, that's why I say we must be unconscious, we're not thinking. Because if you're thinking, and if you care for yourself, as the definition states, that it'll take you to a place. Now, let's jump from the body to the mind. Because it has to take you to a place up here to make you aware. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your awareness comes from here.
True, true.
Yeah, your awareness comes from here. So what is going on here to make you not take care of your physical being? So we must first make sure that we address what's going on here, because something, you can say whatever you want to say, something is going on here that's keeping you from not taking care of yourself. What it is, we all have different things that we go through and experience in life. But until you take the time as an individual to sit down and wonder just for a second, why am I overweight? Why am I drinking so much? Why am I smoking so much? Why am I not taking care of all I got? it's myself. Because what happens is when you're not connected here, you're not going to take care of that body. And then you have to make sure that you learn how to connect that within you.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that you're connected to yourself. A lot of us don't understand that we are disconnected from ourselves. And when you're disconnected from yourself, you have no power, because when you become connected to yourself, I hope these folks hear me, because here go facts. When you become connected to yourself, that's your inner being, that's your discipline, your self-control, your willingness. Do you understand how you have to connect them three together? That's why when I just did this last video on the number one reason Blacks are not doing well is because we're incomplete. You have to work on being complete, because just because you have a couple of dollars in your pocket, family, it doesn't make you complete. But in some people's head, just because they make a certain amount of money, they have reached the top. I just want you to see how disconnected they are when they're making this money, and they're still disconnected mentally, because I know a lot of them that's making this money, but spiritually, they're still broken. Mentally, they're still broken. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we got to make sure that we be careful on just grinding for money, to make sure we learn how to balance our life off. Go get that money, absolutely. But you got to work on your mental state, because pull up the numbers and see all the millionaires who's committing suicide. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah.
Pull up the millionaires. Now here we go. You can be fit, physically fit, but it still doesn't mean that you are mentally ready, because you may have it together where you got a routine where you keeping your body physically fit, but watch this right here. You still mentally can be making bad decisions. You could be in bad relationships. Do you understand how far your mind moves, and how you have to make sure that you work on all three areas? What we got to understand is, and that's why now I teach children, because a lot of adults miss this. We miss this growing up. We miss complete wellness. Someone educating us about the mind, the body, the soul, and connecting them. So what's happening right now, Coach, this is what's happening. Our children and our grandchildren are suffering because we didn't build a strong foundation in the three essential areas of life. And that's your mind, your body, and your soul. That's something that we have heard and for years, but no one really taught us how to connect the three together. And that's why now I teach children how to connect those three together for optimal success. And I'm coming back to help adults, because I know, because it happened to me, that I was not taught how to connect the three together. So one of the biggest problems we're having with our children is, hell, if grandmama don't know and the children they had don't know, how do you think the grandchildren are going to know? Who's going to teach them how to connect the three together? And when you see the problems that we're having, because I want you to start noticing, I want you to look around. A lot of times, and I don't know no one in the world who observes more than I do. I love to observe. That's what I do. when you see mama a lot of times, look at her children. If she's overweight, they're overweight.
Right.
I just want you to start observing.
Yeah.
Look at mom and dad. Just start looking at the patterns of the adults, and then begin to look at their children and look at the grandchildren. So that formality and that custom is just continuing to keep going, keep going.
Mm-hmm.
We got to come in and we got to work on stopping that. I'm gonna let you go, Coach. I can go all day in this area here. Let me let you jump in, Coach.
They call that they call that body shaming today. Today, that's what they call it. I mean, no one wants to be accountable, for what they're doing, what they're not doing. I mean, no one wants to be accountable. They find a label and they, chastise you for pointing out the truth. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I get it, man. It comes down to the individual constantly evolving or want to evolve. No one can make you evolve. It's something that you have to want. You want to be better than you were the next day. I mean, the day before, you want to be better the next day in all aspects of your life. No one can want that more for you than yourself. You know what I mean? And if you don't have that in you, if something hasn't triggered that, be it an experience, be it something you read, be it you heard, trigger that, then you can be in bad shape. But like I said, you can nip and tuck and all of that, but the basis of the body, that's it. You got this for the rest of your life, And then too, you talking about another generation and one after that. The same thing. Now, if that's not a curse, I don't know what it is, man. Wow. And we talking about all aspects, mental, physical, and spiritual, all aspects.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'm hoping, especially that the content Second Nature for Children is bringing in, man, and putting out. I'm hoping that people really go and begin to look at that content, man, and see that we're putting out information that if you take heed to it, it can really take your life to another level. And there's so many people, so many things that are going on now since we have social media, you understand? But there's a certain group and there's a certain audience, and we're just looking for people who want to be better, who want to take their lives to another level, and definitely who want those children to be able to see something different. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you. Mm-hmm.
So I just want to make sure us as a people, I want to make sure that we begin to love ourselves. Because from what I'm seeing as a people, we don't love ourselves. When you don't take care of something, you can say you love it all you want to. And that's a problem that we have, because until you admit that you have a problem or it's something you need to work on, you'll never work on it.
True. That's true.
That's going to be one of the biggest things that we have in our community as a people, for us to say, damn, I got a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm telling you, we got folks right now, you can't get out of the areas of dealing with the mind, the body, the soul in your everyday life. You cannot get out of those areas, especially if you're trying to achieve. You can't get out of them. You understand?
I got you.
And we find ourselves a lot of times, like I said a little earlier, because we're trying to survive. So we just find ourselves grinding, trying to make a way to our physical health. We put it on the back burner. and not realizing that sooner or later, that body is going to break down. And all the things, like I said, that you've been working to get and you've been working to achieve, not one time have I seen a U-Haul following behind a hearse. You can't, you did you did all that work and you can accumulate it. Won't nobody be bringing your Lamborghinis and your whatever you can achieve. They would not be driving them. I promise you. When the funeral go left, they're gonna be going right. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna be taking all your stuff and going, and they had work for it at all. But they're gonna take all your stuff because you didn't take care of yourself. So, family, we gotta make sure starting today, and that's why the challenge is so important, because the challenge can kick something off that you've been struggling with. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of us know we need to lose weight. We've been struggling with it. We've been there. We know this 7-day challenge can start something. And then watch this right here. If you're having any problem with your challenge, all you got to do is hit me up. That's another thing I've learned about us, coach. We don't know how to accept help. I'm offering that if you are having difficulty, snfchildren@gmail.com. Hit me up. If you want to physically get in shape, hit me up. If you want to talk about the mindset, how to work that mindset to become an achieving machine for you, hit me up. If you want to really get the understanding of the principles that comes from within you so that you can achieve anything you would like, whatever your heart desire, as the Bible says, hit me up. Now, how I'm offering my services to you, and we'll see. A lot of times, coach, we don't know how to accept help. I'm right here, and they hitting us up. You could go out there, you can see view. Man, our views should be through the roof. You understand what I'm saying? Because we are very selfish. We can't take this information and do it like, okay, just stroll, listen a little bit. No, we got to take heed to this information. We got to share this information. We got to, like I said, we got to come in, we got to subscribe, we got to push this organization. If you see that this organization can help you, if you, listen, put a comment in. If anything we have said tonight dealing with the mind, the body, or the soul was not right, shoot a comment in. Hit me up personally. I'll bring you on the show. If anything we have said tonight can't take you to another level in your life, I stand on it just like that right there. snfchildren@gmail.com. Y'all see me. I see the views. Y'all hitting it. Y'all going out there. So if we've said, you can go through any of my content. And if you don't agree, hit me up. Now, when I give you facts, don't just disagree to be disagreeable. I'm not going to talk to you. That means you got to bring me facts to debunk my fact that I put out. Now we don't. Yeah, I click you off quick from that. I don't have time for that mess. But if I give you my opinion and you have a different opinion, then we can discuss it. But then we gonna make sure that we just agree to disagree respectfully, and then we can move on. But the facts that I put out debunk any facts that I put out. I want you to come at me with that right there. I would love to see that right there. Love it. I'm here. snfchildren@gmail.com. Family, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that like, share this information. Coach, we got 4 minutes. I'm going to let you close us out. If you like to share anything else, we're going to get out of here, Coach. These folks need to get this information. Hold on 1 second, Coach, and make sure that the challenge is on. starting tonight at 12 o'clock to next Sunday at 12 o'clock. The challenge is on. You can hit me up. Let me know what your challenge, what you're doing. If you like to, if you get into the middle of the week and you begin to struggle, hit me up. I'll work you through it. snfchildren@gmail.com. Take a challenge, family. That's one of the problems that we have as a people. We have stopped challenging ourselves. We have stopped using our discipline and our consistency and self-control. You will never, ever be successful without possessing those things that come from within you. Coach?
I want to talk about something I read, water intoxication. A young lady, about 35, I think she was dehydrated, and she basically, in about 20, 30 minutes, binge drank a lot of water. And she just passed out and died. I've never heard the term water intoxication.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's so hot, I think they said, 80% of the planet feeling the heat. We got to start consistently hydrating, like the night before, the day. You don't want to wait until you're dehydrated that day, to binge drink on water. You know what I mean? So I want folks to keep that in mind, man. You can even get natural water from the fruits. I mean, watermelon, cantaloupe, any kind of melon, whatever. Snack on that. That's water also. So just be mindful of the weather and how the climate is now. And we can't eat and dabble like we used to. You know what I mean? We got to change because the earth is changing, the climate is changing. We can't remain the same. So just keep that in mind. That's the other side of it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave that right there, Coach. And believe me, I hope that they definitely take heed to that, because that heat stroke and that dehydration, it definitely can, it can kill you. So once again, we talking about taking care of that body, and those things could definitely kill you. And I definitely read many years ago about being intoxicated, drinking too much water and dying. So that's a fact, Coach. It's proven. So I'm glad you brought that out there. I'm glad you brought that to everyone's attention. Definitely, as we going through these hot days, to make sure that they hydrate. Like you said, don't wait till you about to fall out and get dizzy. Constantly put water in you. And like you said, you can get it in your fruits and get it in your water. So great closeout, Coach. I'm going to leave that right there. I hope people and everyone take heed to that information. So we're going to get out coaching until next week, Coach.
All right.
Take care of yourself. I appreciate you, no doubt.
All right.